listen, you already know who it is, what it be. It's your favorite Apex Tiger 17. And we just got some recent interviews from the self-proclaimed best in the world, CM Punk, who called out the IWC, and I believe he's speaking facts. Now, I already know how this is gonna go. Oh my goodness, this man is such a WWE glazer. Let me correct you. I'm not here defending WWE. I'm not here bashing WWE. I'm just spitting facts, all right? Now, before I even get into it, I know there's some people who no longer watch wrestling, or they have issues with people watching wrestling because, well, don't you know that everything's a work? Don't you know that it's not real? Don't you know that it's choreographed? Shut up. I ain't asked for your opinion. Shut your mouth. Let people have nice things. Movies ain't real, but I ain't never see you miss a movie at the theater. Next person open up their mouth about wrestling fans watching wrestling and enjoying it. I'm breaking both of your legs. I've had enough of you individuals running your mouth about Sorry about that. I guess I may have gotten carried away.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Now, as it pertains to CM Punk, this man went on a few podcasts. One podcast he was talking about how people make fun of wrestlers for doing botches, aka messing up. And then another one, he was talking about how people go on and on and on about the John Cena versus Gunther match, aka John Cena's final WWE match, all right?
Happy about it, but people have their opinions. It's just like the John Cena Gunther finish. I feel like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Whereas some people, maybe I don't think you understand what you're watching.
Oh, yeah.
But if you didn't like it, I can also understand that. But to overnight make it your entire personality and spend an unhealthy amount of time talking about it, put it this way: if John won, they'd be mad about that too, but we wouldn't be talking about it anymore. And we're still talking about that finish, the smile, the tap. Oh my God, the guy who said "Don't give up" just gave up.
I was
Did
one
he?
of those guys. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of everybody's an expert.
Yeah.
I thought it was beautiful.
Now, I will say this. As a John Cena fan, it did kind of surprise me that he kind of tapped out. Actually, I shouldn't say surprised me, but like, it was kind of equivalent to John Cena turning heel on Cody Rhodes. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of the wrestling fans agree with me. We've all wanted John Cena to turn heel some point during the high pitch of his career, especially when he was feuding with Kane in 2012, 2013, whatever year that was, all right? But there's been a lot of speculations each time John Cena had like a major feud, he was going to turn heel, and I'm sure we all had like little hopes that he was going to turn heel. But I can speak for it right now that when John Cena turned heel, although we all kind of had speculations, we've all kind of hoped, I'm pretty sure a lot of us can agree that we really did not expect John Cena to actually turn heel, because we've been waiting for it for so long. But that's basically kind of like how I went to John Cena's retirement tour. Like, even though it was kind of already hinted that Gunther was going to tap John Cena out, he said it in a promo how he was going to make John Cena give up. And so seeing John Cena tap out, you kind of already knew where they were going with that. You can argue how the execution went out at it, but that's a conversation for a different day. Me personally, like I said, me as a John Cena fan, it kind of got me feeling some type of way about it, because this is the man who was the face of never give up, the man who taught us never give up. I passed my SATs because this man gave a speech about never give up. I cannot confirm or deny said sentiments. I don't know if I actually passed my SATs, but that's not what we're talking about right now. But back to what I was originally talking about. Whether some people hate it, whether some people love it, whether some people felt a little bit of both ways about it, it's extremely subjective. But for those of you guys who are going on and on and on still to this point of time in 2026 talking about how John Cena's final match should have been booked, like, come on, bro. It's time to give it a rest. Let the man retire. Y'all wanted Undertaker to retire. Let John Cena retire in peace, all right? Because, like, bro, what's done is done, all right? And for all the people who make their entire content about bashing WWE. Yeah, I'm talking about C-Jax. I'm talking about Hills Advocate. I'm talking about Bobby Moonson and the hater and countless others who make it their entire personality, their entire brand, bashing WWE for no reason. Because like I said, I'm not a WWE glazer, but I'm not gonna make my entire channel just bashing WWE. Just talk about something you're good at. I don't mean to reiterate stuff that I said in the last video talking about C-Jax, aka Captain Nitpick, but it's literally the same thing. Like, but before I even get into it, CM Punk, take it away.
Like, I'm battling with John Cena and Jey Uso as who sells more t-shirts on any given night. Everybody's going crazy for his music. They're yeeting. They want him to run it back. This dude can go out on TV for 10 minutes and just yeet. But then if you went on the internet, oh, he's the worst wrestler alive. Jey Uso is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
He is. 100%.
Now, if you loud now, John's like basically CM Punk, like I'm just gonna be frank, all right? Growing up as a wrestling fan, I was never a CM Punk fan. I'm not saying I disliked the dude, I was just never a fan of him. I like nothing personal about him, but I was, like I said, I was just never a fan. But I'm being completely unbiased to say that he's speaking facts, all right? Because let me tell you something right now. You guys gotta understand, these guys may be professional wrestlers. But you guys understand, behind the screen, you gotta understand, they're humans first, regardless of how good or regardless of how long you've been doing professional wrestling. They're still gonna do mess ups. They're putting their bodies on the line every single day, week, month, whatever the case may be, on the line, and everybody's like, oh my goodness, this man slipped on the road. This man is this guy can't wrestle. This man's unsafe. You're right. Like, here's the thing, Nia Jax. Don't get me wrong, Nia Jax back in the day when she decided to Captain Falcon punch Becky Lynch and gave her a bloody nose and
Falcon punch,
and countless other incidents where she was kind of unsafe in the ring. It did kind of worry me. I feel like she needed to go back to NXT and get that checked out. But I believe as of right now, she's doing everything that she can. But regardless of the fact, these are still people putting their bodies on the line. You can be a professional S-ranked wrestler. You're still going to have a few botches here and there because you're doing this live in front of I don't want to say like live on TV, because a lot of these shows are pre-taped, and whatever the case may be, but you're still doing it. You're still doing it like at a risk of your body. I bet you a lot of people who are complaining about botches, I want you guys to go inside the ring right now and do 50 maneuvers without messing up. I want to see that, because we got a lot of people who are basement dwellers who are sitting there 350 pounds, their shirt halfway above their belly button, on their mouse, just looking at WWE, talking about, oh my goodness, this man botched. I bet you if he tried to do a moonsault over the top rope, I don't even know what I said, moonsault, but if he tried to do a Samoan splash off of the top rope, I promise you it's not going to be TV worthy. Let me just tell you something right now. Like I said, we have relationships with the characters that they portray on TV, with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and billions of others who put their body on the line. But you got to understand, right when you see that watermark on the left side, on the right side of the TV, the bottom part, after that goes on, these guys are humans first. They're putting their bodies on the line for our entertainment. And CM Punk said, like, if you fell on a banana peel, everybody's gonna make fun of you. Like, bro, like I said, dude, these guys are professional wrestlers. You got billions. I don't want to say billions. I don't want to go too far, but you got countless of other people doing professional wrestling who do botches all the time. It's just part of the job. You're not gonna be super athletic where you're just doing 100% every single show. That's not how the game works. All right. Now, back in defending Jey Uso, like, I don't understand why y'all coming after him for defending Jey Uso, because remember, here's what I said: the live audience is completely different from the social media fan base. Because if you watch just recent Monday Night Raws, you see, when Jey Uso comes out in the ring, you got people yeeting like crazy, just yeeting. got people running it back. He ran it back on War Games, which I kind of thought was kind of crazy. I'm like, bro, it's War Games. Why are we doing a yeet break? But that's a conversation for a different day. But every single time this man makes his entrance, you got people in the audience just yeeting. Just me, Oso. Day one, it like, bro, and you got people eating it up. You got commentary eating it up. You got Jey Uso almost about to throw a baby out the screen. I didn't want to see that happening, but whatever the case may be, you got people loving the yeet thing, but you got people on social media crying, talking about, oh my goodness, Jey Uso is up. He should just stick to being a tag team guy. He should stick to being the man carrying bags for Roman, whatever the case may be. Like, bro. Like, dude, this guy, like it or not, Jey Uso got himself over. That's how he was able to win the Royal Rumble. Granted, he had like a storyline with Roman Reigns that was able to give him some momentum, but this dude got himself over, and I believe that was the right decision to win, because everybody would have been whining about John Cena winning the Royal Rumble. I'm like I said, fickle. You guys don't know what you guys want.
Fickle! They're fickle! They cheer him 1 minute, they don't care the next.
All right, and like, bro, and he's just defending Jey Uso because you guys don't, like I said, you guys don't know what you want. And when I say you guys, I'm not talking about majority of I'm not talking about every member of the IWC, because I believe there's a lot of people in the IWC that actually have a lot of common sense, all right? And here's the thing, I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent right now, but just bear with me. There's some people who call out fantasy bookers. Like, here's the thing. If you like to fantasy book, do your thing, man. Flex your creative muscles, all right? Like, I'm a fantasy booker. I do WWE Universe mode on my YouTube channel. By the way, if you want to watch my Universe mode content coming up, just hit a subscribe, go on to the videos.
Do it! Just do it!
But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're not talking about me. But one way or another, bro, you guys are wishy-washy with these wrestlers, and that's why the company doesn't want to give you what you want, because like, as soon as you get what you want, you get another toy comes out. Oh, I want this one. Okay, fine, we'll give you this one. Oh my goodness, I want this one. Like, that's literally you guys. Like, oh my goodness, this toy is getting old, I want the new one. I got it. Oh my goodness, now that I want it, like, bro, you guys complain that certain superstars are not getting pushed, and when they do, you complain about how it's done, or that another one deserves it better. Granted, you can feel the way you feel about how it's being booked or something, but you guys can't really say anything, because you guys were the one who wanted it. It's not gonna happen exactly your way. It's like, you guys want change, but if it's not the change that you personally want, then you go on a titty fit, going on social medias, going on your Twitter fingers, tweeting your displeasure about the company. It don't work like that.
Facts!
And like, everybody's calling me, everybody's on my comments on the last video talking about C-Jax, aka the nitpicker. Like, bro, I know there's other people that he was just the one that I saw frequently, and it was just like, bro, do you need a hug? It's so much negativity, not just you. It's the heels advocate, Bobby Moonson, and the hater, and countless others, bro. And if I get smoke from them, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm unapologetically speaking the truth and how I feel. And if y'all got something to say about it, well, like The Rock says,
shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
But all I'm trying to say is this, like, bro, and there's a lot of people defending these WWE content creators who make their entire content about bashing WWE. They're saying like, oh my goodness, the reason they're complaining is because they love WWE so much. They love wrestling so much. They grew up watching it. Now, don't get me wrong. I grew up watching wrestling. In my entire 27 years of life on this planet, I grew up watching wrestling. Like, I have a big relationship with wrestling. It's got me through my ups. It got me through the rough times of my life, all right? Wrestling's been like a therapy for me. But here's the thing. I'm not going to whine about it if every time it doesn't go my way, all right? Because think about it right now. I'm sure a lot of us watched Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or Disney Channel, whatever the shows you like to watch. And especially Nickelodeon, I'm sure a lot of people who grew up watching your iCarlys, your Victoriouses, your Drake and Josh's, Big Time Rush, when Nickelodeon was at its height. Or if you want to go even back in the day with your All Dads. Yes! But we were all big fans of that peak of Nickelodeon, and now Nickelodeon is dead right now. I'm just gonna be honest. Nickelodeon is dead. Am I gonna just go on year rants talking about, oh my gosh, Nickelodeon is garbage, this new show is trash, what happened to the other shows? No, I just simply stopped watching it because I'm just like, bro, they're not doing anything. Like SpongeBob's like the #1 cartoon on sports and on TV. And it's not even the same as how it used to be. Like, it's all forced and everything. But what I'm trying to say is, if I'm not enjoying something, even if I grew up watching it, I'm just gonna dip. All right, I might see a little bit of here and there, but I might see a little bit here and there, but I'm not gonna just make my entire personality talking about, oh my goodness, this is not the same no more. Because like, let's be honest. A lot of people who are just like CJax, Bobby Moonson, the Heels Advocate, and the Hater, a lot of these people just want the Attitude Era to come back. Let's just be honest. It's not coming back, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but it's not coming back, bro. Let's be honest, bro. There's a reason why they got rid of the Attitude Era, all right? But back to what I was saying, bro. We got to stop complaining, bro. Like, I ain't saying you can't have your opinions. I ain't saying you can't feel the way you feel about a show or the product or a wrestler or whatever the case may be, but bro, like for me, like here's the thing, I like WWE. There's things that I don't like. There's some things I like and hate about AEW. There's some things I like and hate about TNA, New Japan, even some of the indies. But like, bro, because at the end of the day, what's it gonna do for me? And I'm speaking completely biased because I never thought I would be making a video defending CM Punk, all right? I'm just going to be honest, all right? And I'm not saying I hate CM Punk. I'm not saying I'm a big fan of CM Punk. I just called out the truth because here's the thing. A lot of us, we like to pretend that we know the business inside and out, all right? We don't know exactly what's going on in these board meetings, these creative meetings. And right now, I want to blame WWE Unreal, that show, because here's the thing. We all know wrestling is scripted. We all know this, all right? But you're supposed to present it as if it is real, all right? And if you're pulling the curtain back so much, like we don't need to know how this spot was supposed to go. We don't want to know how you found the seeds to plant for this story, all right? Granted, if you're somebody who aspires to be a booker or a GM, then that show is perfect for you because you already have like an idea of how it's supposed to go and how you go to present yourself. But as a fan who watches the show, we don't want to see that. Like, granted, we already knew kayfabe is dead. We already know most of these wrestlers don't hate each other for real. Like, I've seen wrestlers who were who were beefing in story, but in the outside where we're hanging out. Now, granted, I understand a lot of them are fans, but we don't want to see that too much, all right? Because like, you're supposed to present wrestling as if it's real. You can't keep pulling back the curtain. But that's a different topic for another day, all right? Moral of the story is, make up your mind, IWC. You wanted Cody Rhodes as champion. Now you're wanting him to get out of as champion. You wanted Jey Uso to be over when he was the Bloodline striker was at his highest, and now you're saying this guy is just a jobber. And like, bro, and I'm just gonna talk to CJax right here for this one thing, bro. Every single one of your videos, you're calling everybody a jobber. Like, bro, you're the type of dude who just found the word jobber and started using it for no reason. You're just calling everybody a jobber right now. All right, but that's besides the point. But I'm done with my Kanye rant right now. Like I said, follow me for my Universe Mode content coming up and pretty soon. And I'm out. Sheesh.